This one, please. Gentlemen, the procession has started. Please stand up for the procession. Please. Everybody should stand up for the procession, please. Very good ceremony. Procession has just begun. It's part of the official legacy. Whenever procession is long, all the invited guests are supposed to stand up like you are standing, until all the guests and parents are seated. We must sincerely thank you for coming to your visit. The procession is being led by the dean of the faculty, professors, associate professors, and being led by the faculty officer of the faculty, and followed to the graduates of the 2019 and 2020 graduates of the Veterinary School of the Usmanu University. This is Sylvester, the faculty officer, and she's leading the procession. And other professors, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to the plenary. After the graduates are seated, I said the panel, how we begin the ceremony of the While we still remain standing, I would like to thank you so much. Welcome to what's speaking for the production segment of the 2019-2020 marathon of the Faculty of Medicine, which is also the seventh set graduating from the faculty in the last 30 years. I want to introduce members of the high table. First, I want to introduce the chief host, who is also the vice chancellor of Usmanu Danfodio University, Professor A.S. who is ably represented by the deputy vice chancellor of academics, the professor of sociology and education, Professor N.G. Mauta. We also introduce the acting registrar. But before the name of the president of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria, the president of AIG, Dr. But this morning is being represented by a member of council, the president of Dr. Obajafa. We also introduce the registrar of the council, who will be administering a vote to our graduates this morning. Is the president of Dr. Izewa Nwakonobi. You're welcome, sir. Sitting close to him is the national president of the Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, the person of Dr. Mrs. C.O. Adetuperu. I'd like to also introduce to us the chief host, a professor of bacterial zoonosis, who has pioneered the affairs of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine in almost 1 year. Now, he is a person of Professor A.D. Samuel. We also introduced the representative of the university librarian, the person of Mr. Usmanu. We also introduced the dean of the faculty, who is also the head of the department of immunology, the professor whose research has centered on nutrition reproduction interaction, Professor Ali Jibril. Sitting close to him is the head of the department of public health and preventive medicine, an associate professor of epidemiology, Professor Dr. Yusuf. Sitting close to him is the person of Dr. Ahmed Ali. Next to him is the head of the department of veterinary physiology and biochemistry, the person of Dr. Hassan Ibrahim. Next is the head of the department of veterinary pathology, the person of Dr. Usha Ubaya. Next is the professor
in the Department of Veterinary Anatomy, who is also the head of the School of Postgraduate Studies, Professor A.A. Umar. Next is the head of the Department of Veterinary Medicine, whose research is centered on bacterial diseases, the person of Dr. A.A. Kilawa. I also have the honor and privilege to introduce to us this morning a professor who has also taught professors, and the students are not becoming professors. The person of Professor N.L. Sonfada. Sitting very close to him is an associate professor of pharmacology and toxicology, Professor A.E. He is the head of the Department of Surgery, who is a professor of anesthesiology. Person of Professor A.S. Yamu. May I also introduce the former dean of the faculty, a professor of parasitic zoonosis, Professor A.A. Magaji. And sitting next to him is the former head of the Department of Veterinary Medicine, the professor of avian medicine, Professor U.N.L. Next is the head of the Department of Veterinary Parasitology and Entomology, whose research has centered on entomology for the past 3 decades, in person of Professor N. Kilawa. We also introduce you the faculty officers of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, Usmanu Danfodio University, in person of Dr. Investor. And then, students they are going to take this morning pass through the veterinary teaching hospital. And so it will be very unfair if you do not introduce to you this morning the director of veterinary teaching hospital, Usmanu Danfodio University, the professor of parasitology, in person of Professor A.A. Mohammed. The chairman of this occasion is Professor A. Junaidu, the Honorable Commissioner for Animal Health and Species Development, Sokoto State. However, he's on transit to join us, but he has sent a representative, our own Professor F.M. Kamwa. May I also recognize the presence of our parents, the parents of the graduates who have come from various parts of Nigeria. Please want to recognize your presence. You're welcome. We also want to recognize members of the military, paramilitary who are here present. We have the representative. We have the representative of the director of PSS, Mr. A. Umar. We also have the representative of the controller, Nigeria Correctional Services, Sokoto State Command, in person of Mr. Makudi Garba Adam. Now, this morning, during the process, after the vote taking, we'll be having all of our own who will be speaking to the students. Sorry, the graduates, my colleagues, that exist outside the 4 walls of the university. Is a person of Dr. Mikhail Out. It's Dr. Mikhail Out to come on stage. It's much as well before. Correctional services. Also recognize national president, Nigerian the state chairman, Nigerian Veterinary Association, Sokoto State Chapter, Investment, Dr. Usmanu Danfodio, Court Officer. May I call on Dr. Ashisi for your prayer? Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Dr. Lecturer in the Department of Physiology and Biochemistry. I have the privilege to invite the Dean of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, Usmanu Danfodio, University of Medicine of Professor Eric Simon, for his welcome address. The Dean, sir. President, the Veterinary Council, Registrar, the President of the Vice Chancellor, this is important. We have not been able to hold the ceremony for about 2 years during the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic has ravaged the entire world and has inevitably disrupted our lives. Let me start by welcoming our guests. The President of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria, every represented by Dr. Mohammed Fadaka, the actual registrar of the council, Dr. Usmanu Danfodio, and the President of the Veterinary Medical Association, Dr. Usmanu Danfodio, the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine. In particular, thank you for making that work for the system of here. The chief host, the Vice Chancellor, who is having represented by the Principal Chancellor, a member of the University Management Group, for relations
Sorry.
With this introduction ceremony, and which a separate journey back to our respective institutions. Thank you and God bless.
Post smart interface. Invite the chairman of education, places of Professor Honorable Commissioner, Animal Health and Sokoto State, ably represented by Professor H.M. Tamwa, his chairman.
Members from Veterinary Council of Nigeria, management of Nigerian Veterinary Association, principal officers of the management of the university, respected professors, and distinguished professional owners, parents, guardians, graduating students, and all invited guests. Permitting to start on the existing protocol. And I stand in to present the chairman of this occasion, the person of Professor A. Inan, the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Animal Health and Fisheries Development, who is an award. And before me, to stand in for him. Hopefully, before we end up this program, you will join us. So this very much, I want to congratulate the graduating students, parents, guardians, and their worries. Equally too, I want to use this opportunity to declare this ceremony open. I wish you all the best. The chairman, sir, the chief host and vice chancellor, represented by Professor NG, Autumn, the dean of the faculty, members of the high table. May I have the introduction to invite a representative of the president of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria, Professor N.A. Kwajama, for the presentation of speech by the president of council.
So it is connected with some connection now. Be shake it.
The chairman of the occasion, Professor Honorable Speaker, every represented by this from the
I'm President General of the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs.
Which one?
Yes, Speaker. Dr. Mikael Audu, Chief Operating Officer, with
Honestly,
colleagues, senior competent lecturers, beloved parents and friends, gentlemen of the press. Assalamu alaikum. I am here to represent the President of the Council, Assistant Inspector General of Police, Aisha Abubakar Wati, who is unavoidably absent. He would have been here, but that position is there on easy life head and where the ground. There is a serious meeting of senior police officers in Hawaii. For some of us that are privy to what they are doing here, that is what stopped us in here. But whatever I said here is assistant of police. I just talked about that. Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, Danfodiyo University is 35 years today. Am I correct? So in 35 years, you have produced 1,000 you are in the series of the NUUI 1 and followed by the Lions, where the registrar comes from Sugar, and we had so these are the 5 famous. We are now having up to 11. And if you are among the first 5, you have achieved something. The 27 files happen to be the largest Sokoto is producing. And I don't know what the future holds. Our parents, our teachers, Dr. Mikael is here. What I tell the younger ones is, forget about government job. You know what it do? It kills your potential. It destroys you. After 35 years, you have nothing to do. And for you to even have that to be reading your eyes is another thing. You need to be moving throughout your life. We have veterinarians that at 70, they are still active. And I want to tell you, a veterinarian at 80 is still active. So I'm not saying forget about government job because I don't want you to do it. No. But what interesting, they will keep pushing for it. But I want to tell you, in the veterinary practice, you have multiple skills. Multiple skills that you are going to develop, and you earn a living out of it. So this training you have received is an opening to all of you to have a better future. To our parents, I want to say thank you for you have done well. 5 years training in the university days. Even in those days, when it takes us 2 naira, 3 naira to eat, it wasn't enough. As at now, it's more than that, or more than our expectations. So I want to say a very big thank you to you for bringing up new colleagues to this provision that can do far, far better than what we are doing. Because I keep saying I am the analog time. But at the time I went to school, I was nowhere. So what you want. So this is not the end of learning. For some of us that want to be good veterinarians, we keep learning every day. As at this morning, I think I have read so many articles. The MCL will give that I have sent some. If I do not read it because it's very, I want to read it later. So every day, every morning, I read. This is what I want. Because we keep learning. What we learn in the classroom keeps changing every now and then. So I want to congratulate you on behalf of the assistant. I who is not going to be our. Thank you very much.
President, Veterinary Council of Nigeria, ably represented by Dr. M.A. Pachafa. Mr. Chairman, sir, may I recognize the presence of Barrister Umar Shehu Bida, who is the son of the first graduate of veterinary medicine in northern Nigeria, Professor Shehu Bida. He is the Wakil in Wafaran Upe, the welcome, sir. I also recognize the presence of Mr. Abubakar Iman Koko, who is the representative of the zonal commandant of Nigerian Road Safety, Sokoto State Command. I also invite you to the high table, please. I also invite to the high table the representative of the Director of TSS, the person of Mr. N. Umar, to the high table, please. May I also invite to the high table the royal father, in person of Alhaji Muhammad Abubakar, Serkin Gonan Sokoto. Alhaji Muhammad Abubakar, Serkin Gonan Sokoto. All right. I invite Dr. Bashir.
Thank you, my MC. I happen to be the co-MC. Mr. Chairman, sir, permit me to take you down the history in the struggle for these young graduates to become what they are today. Some 6 years back, also, the parents of these young graduates presented them to the vice chancellor of this university as teenagers, full of youthful exuberance with little formal skills, which he handed over to the powerful hands of the staff here seated in the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine for training. Mr. Chairman, sir, permit me to inform the parents of these kids that these kids are no longer the kids you presented to the university. They are not special because they have acquired exceptional skills and knowledge that make them special commodities in the larger society. Mr. Chairman, sir, permit me to also inform the parents of these young graduates that they are fortunate to be trained by over 20 professors seated here in this hall. These are professors that are well known all over the world. Professor Emil Sofada is known as one of the greatest veterinary anatomists in this country. Professor A.A. Magaji, his name rings a bell in the doors of public health wherever he is mentioned. Professor Aminu Muhammad Al-Haji is a known parasitologist that has engaged your daughters and children and inculcate the knowledge of stress, traumatic, Africa. They are fortunate to have been trained
by one of the best small animal surgeons, late Professor John Bayo Adenzo. These graduates are also fortunate to be trained by our dear beloved brother, our former president, late Professor B.M. Agay, who is a non-pharmacologist. So these are not just ordinary graduates. They are professionals. They have learned the ethics and etiquettes of the profession. They have acquired the skills. They have acquired the technicalities and techniques of the profession that have embedded in them the ability to go out and stand and live independently. Mr. Chairman, sir, they said to whom much is given, much is surely expected. It is our belief that the graduates we are presenting out today are going to be job providers, not job seekers. They are trained in all aspects of life. We have several politicians that are politically inclined as academicians or as academics. Professor A.U. Junaidu, a commissioner in Sokoto State, and one of the best performing agri commissioners in Nigeria. So they are trained politically. In the faculty, we have chefs, Dr. A.A. Jaffa, Abdullahi Raji, Abdullahi Ali. We have pastors, Dr. Emmanuel Ibitoye Busayo and Professor O. Faleki. This is to tell you these graduates are trained spiritually. We equally have royal fathers in this faculty. Professor U.M. Mera, who is a prince. Professor M.D. Lawan, who is also a hire to the throne of Wazir in Zazzau, is part of the lecturers and trainers. That is to tell you they are trained culturally. In this faculty, we also have individuals that are linguists. When they speak, people bow. Dr. N.N. Pilau is one of such individuals. The students can testify. And above all, we have skills and intellectual researchers that sometimes we refer to them as reservoirs of knowledge. Our versatile deputy dean, everybody can testify. Professor Ali Jibril has been involved in virtually all committee activities in the university. My innocent head of department, my friends and my classmates, Dr. Y.S. Baraya. So it is pertinent to tell you that these graduates are specially trained, socially, politically, morally, and religiously. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm Mr. Chairman to also invite the team to present this set of graduates, the chairman, the veterinary president of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria, for their object. Mr. Dinsa.
Thank you, the faculty for Mr. Chairman, sir. Mr. Vice Chancellor, with your permission, I want to present to the Registrar of Veterinary Council of Nigeria 83 graduates comprising 65 males and 18 females for induction into the veterinary profession. Mr. President, the registrar.
Okay. The name of God be praised forever and ever. Amen. The Vice Chancellor, sir, here represented. The Chairman of the Commission also ably represented. The Royal Father of the Day, thank you for coming. May I stand on existing protocol? I don't offend anybody. I am pleased to be here today. Late in 2020, I was here, not as a member of the PCN team, but I had come to condole the family of my great friend, Professor Bello Akai, and it happened to be that the oath taking ceremony for the graduates of that year was also taking place at the same time. So I joined the group. I am here today by God's special grace as the Registrar of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. Today I'm going to induct the new graduates of veterinary medicine into the profession. I'm so pleased to be here, as I said earlier. My president has already said it, but I want to add voice to that. The kind of reception and support we have received since our arrival yesterday is second to none. The dean and his team actually gave us beyond what we expected to get. So we're very grateful to the university administration and the faculty administration for that. One of the regular and very important activities of council is regular accreditation pieces to the faculties to determine their preparedness to train our young veterinarians. The chairman of the committee responsible for that is one of you here in Sokoto, the person of Professor Magadi, in somewhere seated here. In a matter of about 2 weeks from now, I'll be coming with the team, going back with the team to Sokoto to come and reaccredit the faculty. I was taking around the new faculty building yesterday by the dean, and I told my team members that I think that accreditation is just going to be for formality. What am I saying? So I've gone through all the faculties, all the universities offering veterinary medicine in the country since my assumption into office. And I think the building I saw yesterday and the facilities I saw there, apart from University of Jos, I don't think any other faculty has as much of that. That is one message I'm going to take back to the council. I thank the university authorities for doing so. I want to urge you as River Twist does. River Twist always asks for more. I'm asking that whatever may be the deficiencies, no matter how small, you help us to fill those gaps so that the products that we have from your university, from your faculty of veterinary medicine, will continue to be world class. I wish to say here that one of your products is my very good friend, in fact, my best friend, my very best friend, not only in Abuja, but global, in the person of Dr. Arbak Alan Muhammad. He's a star in the veterinary profession in Nigeria today. He's a product of this group. When I look at these young men and women, I see a lot of balance in them. Amen. You need to listen to me very attentively. My soon to become veterinarians. What I'm going to do unto you now is what was done to me by late Dr. Novira at 5 years ago. So I'm going to read out the words of the oath. And as I read them out, you repeat after me. Listen attentively and make sure that you get the words correctly. When I say I, then you scream your names. Let me hear the names as much as possible. Are we together? Being admitted to the profession of veterinary medicine, I solemnly declare and pledge to use my scientific knowledge and professional skills for the benefit of the society through the protection of animal health, promotion of animal welfare, the prevention and relief of animal suffering, the conservation of animal resources, the promotion of animal production and public health, and the advancement of veterinary medical knowledge. I will practice my profession conscientiously, with dignity, respect for my teachers and senior professional colleagues, and in keeping with the principles of veterinary ethics. I accept as a lifelong obligation the continual improvement of my professional knowledge and competence. So help me God. So, what we're going to do next, there are some instruments that every veterinarian is supposed to have to show that he or she is a veterinary doctor, a veterinary surgeon. We have here on this table. My staff is there. As you file out, she will give you the copy. Then you go through the step there, and on this side, come to the vice chancellor. He will issue you your and oath certificate, provisional and oath certificate. I will get to that. So the MC will call the names. As he calls the name, you go this way, sign your oath. The VC will issue you the certificates. Thank you.
Now I have this meeting to be completed in 10 minutes. So immediately I call your name, I want you to march like a soldier running for small animal clinic. Yes. Assume you have been for small animal clinic and there's an emergency. Now comes the clinic about to enter the class. First is Dr. Abdulkadir Abdulrahman Bishanu. Dr. Abdullah Senki. Dr. Abdullahi Seki, Dr. Abdullahi Abubakar Sadiq, Dr. Abdullahi Aisha Agre, Abdullahi Ghazali, Dr. Abdullahi Delta, Dr. Abdul Malik Fatima, Dr. Abdurrahman Miriam Ola,
It's your OG
Dr.
is entering
Abubakar
here.
Abdulaziz,
Is entering here.
Dr. Abubakar Aziz, Dr. Abubakar Ahmad, Dr. Amin Sugu, Dr. Abubakar Saad, Dr. Adamu Mukhtar, Dr. Adamu Kasha, Dr. Adetoyi Ismail Olariwaju, Adekunle Ibrahim Kolade. Dr. Additional Abdurrahman Babatunde. Dr. Ahmed Amina Bello. Dr. Ahmad Amina Bello. Dr. Ali Jida Adam. Dr. Ali Bakr. Dr. Aliu Mohammed Akayu. Dr. Dr. Amir Isaki. Dr. Anima Shao Nurudi Abiodun. Dr. Atahiru Suleiman Ali. Awal Abdullahi. please. Hello, please. Dr. Baba Atahiru. Dr. Balarebe Yahaya Aliu. Dr. Bashir Adamu. Dr. Balarebe Yahaya Aliu. Dr. Bashir Adamu. Dr. Bashir Ahmad Umar. Dr. Bello Buhari Lawal. Dr. Bello Faisal. Dr. Bello Ahmed Olorunfemi. Sorry, can I please those who have not business yet, please put their seat, please. Dr. Bello Miriam Watus. Dr. Buhari Ahmad Senior. Dr. Benjuma Suleiman. I think we suspend the presentation until you please clear this place. Please. We suspend it since we move on to clear. Please don't clear it. Dr. Ghana Samuel Dakosu. Dr. Garba Amina. Dr. Kiwa Abdul Tag. Dr. Haruna Muhammad Sani. Dr. Hussein Ahmad. Dr. Hussein Medama Alhaji. Dr. Ibrahim Nafiu Benyabu. Dr. Isa Abubakar. Dr. Hanatu Abdullah John. Dr. Kuyet Zikwe Luria. Dr. Lawal Abidin.
Questa è la riposizione del social.
Dr. Lawal Azizat Oluwakemi. Dr. Lawal Waimu. Dr. Mahmoud Salisu. Dr. Mahmoud Fatima Kiabo. Dr. Manko Abubakar. Dr. Marafa Ilyas Ale. Dr. Michael Kislon Shipland. Dr. Muhammad Farouk. Dr. Muhammad Haliru. Dr. Musa Fatima Yao. Dr. Nnamdi Precious. Dr. Nura Isa. Dr. Opo David Behime. Dr. Odogu, God's power. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor and privilege to welcome the Honorable Commissioner for Animal Health and Fisheries Development, head of the College of Veterinary Surgeons. Dr. Ogido Ibrahim Shah.
Everyone chance to be like, you know.
Dr. Kebire Adedoyi Lucas. Dr. Saad Abdullahi. Dr. Salahuddin. Dr. Sani Sofiat Adenike. Dr. Serki Ila Loki. Dr. Soliu Sikiu Omotosho. Dr. Suleiman Solisi. Dr. Suleiman Sonsi. Dr. Suleiman Sena Opeyemi. Dr. Opeyemi, quickly come on stage, please. Dr. Tahir Abubakar Ahmad. Please, I would appreciate if you can clear the road for them to move freely, please. Clear the road for them to move freely, please. Dr. Temitayo Comfort Omolara. Dr. Tukur Abdullahi Abubakar. Dr. Ohad Echukwu. Dr. Umar Nasir Ambusa. Dr. Umar Gaddafi. Dr. Umar Iyasi Barka. Dr. Umar Suleiman. Umar Gaddafi. Umar Iyasi Barka. Umar Salim Ambusa. And then Umar Suleiman. Dr. Usman Abdullahi Yusuf. And finally, Dr. Usmanu Danfodio. Mr. Chairman, sir. Vice Chancellor, ably represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics. Permit me to recognize the presence of two children of the first professor of veterinary medicine in Nigeria, Professor Shehu. One is Barrister Umar Shehu. Barrister Umar Shehu. And then Hajia Hawa bin Shehu, Director of Finance, National Civil Research Institute. You're welcome.
Thank you so much, for giving us some time. And thank you so much, the ladies there. One of them got tired and ran away. The women were still here. Please, if you look at my new doctors, if you look at your, if you check your old certificate, there is a space for your dean to endorse. He has not done it yet. Find time to meet him so that he will endorse it, because he can't use it without his endorsement. Are we clear about that? Find the time to go meet him to endorse your own certificate. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Dr. Isewa Wakulodi, the Acting Registrar of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. Mr. Chairman, sir, now that you are around, we want you to kindly give us some few remarks. So, former director, veterinary teaching hospital, former dean, faculty of veterinary, as well as the former head of department of veterinary public health and preventive medicine. Our own and now honorary commissioner for animal health and fisheries development.
Bismillah min ash-shaytanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyil kareem. So, Chairman, let me first of all apologize for coming late. In fact, let me see. I'm coming directly from South Africa. I landed in the early hours of today in Lagos. My flight that I booked was at 6:45, only to be delayed till 8:30. I came into Abuja, we had another delay of almost an hour. I would have been in Sokoto by 9:45, but as God will have it, we just landed and they said that the driver should take me to this function. So I apologize, it wasn't intentional. If it is not for veterinary medicine, I would have spent my weekend either in Lagos or in Abuja to have a rest after about 10 days. The President of the Veterinary Council, Professor E.I.G. Baju, ably represented my very good friend, Dr. Mohamed Kwendaba, together since student days. The chief host, Professor Suleiman Bilbis, Lord Suleiman Bilbis, ably represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics, my very good friend, Mohamed Kirogoucha, Prof. The host and Dean, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, Usmanu Danfodio University, Professor M.D. Salif, the Registrar of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria, Professor Awadeli Eko, Dr. Ezewa Makunobi, the Royal Father of the Day, His Eminence the Sultan, ably represented by Sarki Ogona Sarki Musulmi, the NBMA President, our able and capable Presido, whom we elected in Benin, Dr. Ms. C.O. Adetubero, you're welcome. The Director of Veterinary Teachers Hospital, Professor A.A. Mohammed, the Controller of Correctional Services here present, Waziri Binta, Barrister Sheikh Umar Binta, professors and heads of departments here present. Of course, I will not forget the guest speaker, who has grown 10 times his size when he was a student, Dr. Mikhail. Thank you for taking time to be here. Departments and distinguished professors here present, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to once again be here as part of the graduation ceremony of our veterinary doctors. The parents of these chaps should count themselves very lucky, because by the time these students collect their VCN certificate, they are certified, at least if it's under profession, for here to commence practicing, and they can be able to be on their own. There are many highly placed professional private veterinarians that are doing very, very well in their private practice. Dr. Mikhail is one of them, and we're very proud of him. Dr. Bala Mohammed is also another one of them, and several others that we know have made it in life. So I'll urge you not to depend on working government agencies. If you have, it's not a bad idea. But I will let you know that there are many of us out here that even if given the chance, you would have gone private at the early stage, because you would have made it. But the time you are going to use in doing government's job, if you are to dedicate that time to your own personal development, the type of achievement you will be achieving will surely shock you. Most of us felt that you will have to wait for an alert at the end of the month. People like Mikhail are having alerts almost every day. And let me tell you that there are many opportunities in veterinary medicine. The state government, for instance, has opened doors whereby even our people are now seriously engaged in livestock farming. We have made an estimation of having just 10 cattle. By the time you have good breeds that produce between 10 to 30 liters of milk, you'll be having almost 9,000 daily at the conservative estimate of 300 naira per liter. It costs about 500, 600. A liter of oil is costing about 140 to maximum 160 or 170. I knew many of our people that were engaged in petroleum business that have abandoned and gone into livestock farming. So by the time you calculate at the end of the month, you'll have about 180,000 naira into your pocket. I don't know which job will get you that. And at the end of the year, you'll have about 2.2 or 2.3 million naira. That is just for 10 cattle. If you go into drug business, if you go into pasture development, which is very likely, this is an area that many of you should go into. If you're able to develop a very good pasture, you'll be able to sell to most of the farmers that are willing to farm to rear their livestock. 75% of production falls on feeding. If you are to go into other areas like artificial insemination and embryo transfer, the state government is willing to assist you. We have a state-of-the-art center of artificial insemination and embryo transfer. I doubt much if there is any university that has the facilities that we have in that center. Again, that is why we are collaborating with the faculty when they indicated interest after seeing the facilities that we have. So we are fully ready to partner with the university in terms of areas of development. As I told you, I just came back from South Africa and we had some collaborative meetings with some research institutions as well as some milk producers. This will go a long way in making so many scientific researches. For instance, we are interested in characterizing our Sokoto Budani and Sokoto Red Goat, as well as the breed that will produce in the world. The first breed to be produced in the world is a crossbreed of Brangus and Sokoto Budani. And that breed is doing fine. As a result of that performance, I was able to receive an award from the International Society of Brangus just during my visit just last week. We are having opportunities for young ones. We want them to be on their own so that they can be employers of labor. Of course, we always give automatic employment to our graduates. With the sets we are graduating now, we are having over 140 veterinary doctors all in the employment of social. I believe very few states could boast of such number. And from 400 level to 600 level, our students are on a salary scale that will be able to sustain them, to make them comfortable during their studies. We'll continue to give all the necessary support that we are going to give to ensure that our students do perform relatively well in their studies. And we'll also be trying to see how they are performing even after graduation. We are very ready, as we have been doing, to allow any one of them to continue to pursue their further studies. Currently, we have many of our state indigenes working with us with PhDs. This is uncommon in our first working in the States. And currently, I receive many applications of so many of them wishing to pursue both master's and PhD degrees, as well as fellowship program, which I approach. I've already indicated anybody interested, let him seize this opportunity during my tenure. I'll make sure that he pursues studies. We'll continue to do that. And for the students, I wish you all the best and congratulate you also for reaching this feat. And to the parents, I'd also like to thank you for at least seeing the fruits of your labor. You have done your best. Now it is expected the students who are now graduates, now called doctors, to reciprocate back to what they have done, you have done to them. I wish you all the best. Wassalamu alaikum.
Round of applause for our chairman. A round of applause for our chairman is President tonight, Honorable Commissioner for Animal Health and Fisheries Development. He's also a fellow of the College of Veterinary Surgeons in Nigeria. Mr. Chairman, sir, may I invite National President of Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, Dr. Mrs. T.O. Adetuberu, to accept the new doctors, thus to both practice veterinary medicine in Nigeria.
The Vice Chancellor, ably represented by the DVC, Academic Professor Mukhtar Lauji, the Dean, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, Professor Emos Ali, chairman of the occasion. I'm glad you're able to make it here. Our Honorable Commissioner of Agriculture and Fisheries Development, Professor Junaidu. We're proud of you. You're making us very proud as a vet. Our royal father of the day, His Eminence Alhaji Muhammad Saad Abubakar, the Sultan of Sokoto. Our guest speaker, Dr. Michael Aldu, the PCN President, AIG Aisha Abubakar Baju, ably represented by a member of council, Dr. Pajafa, the VCN Registrar, Dr. Ezinwa Mwakunobi, our parents here present, ladies and gentlemen. I give God the glory for this privilege to be here today to welcome these new graduates into the profession. I'm very glad that when we were having the procession, the police band gave us "There shall be showers of blessing." And I do know that these new graduates here today, they are already being blessed. And that blessing will be upon them in Jesus' name. I welcome you into the profession. You are the newest graduates. And so far, you are the highest number, 83. We have 63 males and 18 females. I was thinking we are going to have gender balance. Maybe next time there will be gender balance. The veterinary profession is a very noble profession. And you have gone through a lot to have been developed to be a vet. So as you go out, carry yourself with nobility. Know that your profession is not just any type of profession. We have vets who are lawyers, but there is no lawyer who is a vet. It's not possible. They can't make it. We have veterinary doctor who is a medical doctor. Because the medical doctors, the human medical doctors can't try veterinary medicine. So your profession is not just anyhow profession. Carry yourself with dignity. Carry yourself with all. Talking about when you say you call people to say, can you vet this item? They are telling you, check it very well. Is it okay? And once it is vetted, that means it is okay. So you are a veterinary surgeon. You are not just an ordinary graduate. So you must carry yourself with nobility. When you go to the camp, nobody slaughters any animal without you inspecting it. Begin to assert your authority, and they will respect you for it. When you go to your states where you're posted to for your primary assignment, once you're posted, report to your DVS. It will guide you. Don't go to the state and then start joining people to practice. You will be cheated. And then, or you run into trouble. Then you come back crying to the DVS, crying to the MVMA when you have allowed yourself to be messed up. So report to the DVS, report to the chairman of the Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association in that state where you'll be posted to, and you'll be properly guided so that you don't run into trouble. The chairman of the association has told you there are various areas you can practice so that your parents will be glad that they sent you to read veterinary medicine. You need to carry yourself with dignity. So today, I welcome you into the profession. I welcome you into Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association. And I wish you all the best that you could ever get or wish yourself. And God will make this possible for you in Jesus' name. Now I want you to rise up, rise to your feet. In front of you here, you have the faculty that have put in so much into you to become who you are today. I want you to dust your cap and take a bow. Take a bow to tell them thank you. Now make a right turn. There you have your lecturers, those people who labored. Sometimes you don't remember their labors. You just say that lecturer that is so wicked. But they spent their time. So take a bow and tell them thank you. Take a right turn again. Now, looking behind you, in front of you, you can see a lot of friends and well-wishers that supported you. They prayed for you. They gave you water when you need it. Take a bow and tell them thank you. Make 2 right turns. Okay, you're welcome. Make a left turn now. Your parents are seated, the sponsors, your guardians who invested so much. Can you take a bow and tell them thank you? Now make a right turn. You can take your seats now and put on your cap. As a profession, we recognize excellence, we recognize hard work. Today, we'll be giving an award to the best graduating student. And we'll also, for the first time, be decorating him as a veterinary surgeon. So you will be decorated and you will have a plaque, an award, and also there's a cash prize attached to it. So let's welcome our best graduating student, Dr. Usmanu Danfodio. Give him the honor. He worked hard for it and God bless him. Welcome Dr. Usmanu Danfodio, the best graduating student, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, Usmanu Danfodio, University, Sokoto, 2019-2020 session. You in your set, you are the best graduating student, and we are decorating you today. So welcome to the session. I'm presenting
Still, we lost connection and back.
Center for Medical Research and Teaching, Usmanu Danfodio University. So best graduate student presented by Cameron, It's my honor and privilege to invite the chief host. All right, I invite the chairman to present to the best graduate student an award by the Cameron. A cash donation and a certificate.
The money is there, we know that it's there, I just give my email.
I invite the dean of the faculty to present to him best graduate student in veterinary pathology.
On behalf of veterinary pathology, I present to you Dr. Usmanu Danfodio, the prize for the best graduate students in pathology clinic. On the lighter note, he is a vulture. Congratulations.
All right, there's another award, and this time the award is presented to the best graduate student in small animal clinic, and is presented in honor of late Professor J.B. Adeyoju. This award goes to Dr. Temidayo Comfort Omolada. Best graduate student in clinics. The second best graduate student in clinics is Dr. Usman Abdullahi Yusuf. Third best graduate student in clinics, small animal clinics, please. Small animal clinics goes to Dr. Ghana Samuel Dakuso. Let me call on behalf of the President of Veterinary Council of Nigeria.
Our award in honor of late Professor John Bayo again presented to Jamie Dayo of Molola, being presented by the President of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. Please, Aisha to Abubakar Baju. And I want to say this is a gender issue because I am standing here as Aisha and my left is Catherine. By my right is David Tayo. So I present this award to you. And,
I thought of gender balance. So I'm glad that a female is also best. So I want to decorate her as the best female veterinary.
While she's doing that, the Vice Chancellor, sir, the Chairman of the occasion, since I assumed the office as Registrar of Council, I've taken it upon myself that anytime I go for OTIC, the best graduating student in surgery, I give my token. I say, not as why? Because I love surgery, but I had difficulties getting to practicing surgery. I didn't have issues passing surgery in my university years. But my first surgical operation, a very simple one after service, was on a dog castration, and I struggled to do that. That was when I got to know that theory is quite different from practice. And I said, since this surgery gave me so much problem, I must learn how to do it. And by the special grace of God, by the time I left that practice and joined service in 1990, I could close my eyes and do many surgeries. I'm still in love with surgery. I still sneak into Dr. Bala's practice to do some surgery or work and do surgeries. And so I have a token, there is no place for best in surgery here. But I want to align that with best in clinics. And so whoever is best in clinics, small animals, because the surgery I'm talking about, I'm more comfortable with small animals. Large animals, I'm so scared. You know, so I have a token of 10,000 that I give to every best graduating student. This one is cash, not check. So I wish to use the opportunity to give to my daughter my humble, my simple, my very small prize for the best in surgery, even though she's tagged best in clinics. I know clinics, there's a lot of surgery. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Before you go, you also help us give to the second best graduate student in small clinics, Dr. Abdullah Usman Yusuf.
An award in honor of late Professor J.B. Adeyanju presented to Usman, Dr. Usman Yusuf, being the second best graduating student in small animal clinics, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, Usmanu Danfodio University, Sokoto, 2019-2020 session. Courtesy, small animal clinicians. Congratulations.
Also, the third best graduate student in small animal clinic, Dr. Ghana Samuel Dabuso.
An award in honor of late Professor J.B. Adeyanju presented to Dr. Ghana Samuel Dabuso, being the third best graduating student in small animal clinics, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, Usmanu Danfodio University, Sokoto, 2019-2020 session. Courtesy, small animal clinicians.
All right. Also, Mr. Chairman, sir, the small animal clinicians forum have an award for the 10 best graduating students. 3 of them have been announced. I'll call the remaining 7, but you will meet us after the program to collect your certificates. 10 best among the many are Anima Shah Nuruddin Abiodun, Mohammed Nasiruddin, I'm sorry. Anima Shah Nasiruddin Abiodun, Mohammed Khalif Farouk, Sani Sofiat Adenike, Nafiu Ibrahim, Ogido Ibrahim Ishak, Abo David Ehime, and Olade Ibrahim Adekune. So after the program, all among the 10 best graduate students in small annual clinics. Mr. Chairman, sir, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I call on Dr. Yusuf Yaku to present us the speaker, our guest speaker for this ceremony. Mr. Chairman, sir.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I've already gotten 10 prizes in convocation, which I usually give out during convocation. I'm now of my late father, that was in Subutu, and my late brother, Dr. Sanusi Usmanu. So, for this, in order to encourage our students, I would like to give a prize in honor of Professor J.B. Adeyanju, for the best graduate student in surgery, the taking of 25,000 naira. I would also like to give another 25,000 naira to the best graduate student in pharmacology, in honor of my best, very good friend, Professor B.M. Agay. Agay has been my office mate since when we entered the university, till when we became professors. In fact, I was his best man during his marriage. So I'm dedicating 25,000 naira to the best graduate student in pharmacology. I'll also donate another 25,000 naira to the best graduate student in veterinary public health, in honor of my teacher, Professor S.I. Okwebla, who recently died. And finally, the overall best graduate student, the sum of 25,000 naira, in honor of my late father, was here in Sokoto, Allah is wanting. I'm handing over the sum of 100,000 naira to the dean, who will give it to the students if they have been identified.
I appreciate your question. Thank you.
Distinguished members of the high table, parents, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good day. Before we call on the guest speaker, the person of Dr. Mikhail Audu, I would like to say a few words about him. Being my classmate and our class rep at the clinical years, those kind of class reps that will shift CA tests even before we know it. We'll go and read overnight, and the morning will come and read that the test has been postponed. Let's leave for further notice. Dr. Mikhail is very articulate, communicative, eloquent, and very vocal. Believe you me, when you listen to him, you will definitely pick one or two words of wisdom and experience. He is a seasoned business professional with several years of experience in business development. In his quest to promote the livestock industry, he has undergone several trainings, among which are the effective leadership training known as Lead Africa, livestock and animal husbandry training, by China Agriculture, Ministry of Agriculture, Cochrane Fellowship from the University of Missouri, Agribusiness Management course, Lagos Business School, and the School of Negotiation, California. In terms of capacity and proficiency, has provided strategic leadership, driving the growth of agricultural business with good analytical skills and excellent communication skills. He is the Group Chief Operating Officer of Hybrid Feeds Limited. Mr. Chairman, sir, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Dr. Mikailu Audu. Permit me to please stand on existing protocols. I am told that there is little or no time. I find today extremely nostalgic in the sense that I can remember in 2001, while allocation of this sort was taking place in City Campus, I was sitting at the last seat. I was sitting at the last seat in the hall, and everything was looking like a movie to me. Fast forward to 2006, while we were having the same occasion, I was privileged to stay on the podium here to represent my class, to give a speech on behalf of the graduating doctors. Today is another opportunity to be here to talk to graduates. I feel it is really nostalgic. But let me start by congratulating the graduating doctors. And I'll congratulate you on two fronts. Number one, having the opportunity to have passed through the horrors of the veterinary profession, and you have made it here successfully. I tell you a very big congratulations. And the second reason why I congratulate you, with due respect to anybody who is a veterinary doctor but not a Sokoto graduate, with due respect to you, I want to make bold to say that a veterinary graduate from Sokoto is a top notch ahead of any other veterinary doctor anywhere. One of the reasons is that you have been thoroughly bred by people who I was opportune to pass through them. People who are veterinary doctors, professors of very, very high repute, extremely high repute, people who are intellectually mobile, people who, by their charisma, cannot be said to just be contagious, but they are also very infectious. These are the kind of people you have as lecturers that I pass through. And you are lucky, furthermore, that a lot of your lecturers were my classmates. And trust me, they were the best of our classes, and we have sent them forth to represent us in the faculty of veterinary medicine. So if you add my classmates and the lecturers, you guys are firebrand. Please just go and excel. Having said that, let me broaden your mind a little. I need you to just let the mind open. The world today has a population of 7.6 billion people. By 2030, the world is estimated to be 8.6 billion. By 2050, the world is estimated to be 9.6 billion. Nigeria today, at that figure, 83 million people are added into our population every year. Nigeria today is 200 million. By 2030, we are estimated to be 263 million. And Nigeria is estimated to be 401 million. Why am I giving these numbers? For just people, these numbers are just numbers. But for veterinary doctors, for graduates, for people who have business minds, these numbers are opportunities. These numbers are opportunities because people are going to drink water. People must eat food. People must wear clothing. People must eat chicken.
People will eat eggs. People will, whatever, people will drink milk. These are opportunities that you must catch it on. And I need your mind to be very, very broad. Like I tell my friends every time, the fact that you're a veterinary doctor, it doesn't mean everything you should do should be skewed towards veterinary medicine. There's money to be made everywhere on the streets. Open your minds. Like our late Professor Adeoji used to say, may God rest his soul. He told us that in class, they can give maximum of 10%. The 90% go outside and look for it by yourself. It therefore tells you that who you are, what you become, is totally a function of how you decide to do it by yourself. Your lecturers will do their utmost best to give you 10%. 90% lies on your shoulder. You either take it or you leave it. How to get this academic excellence? I must tell you that there are very few things that you have learned. It may not have to do with your grades of ABC, but there are attitudes and characters that you have to hold through. Having to make it very timely at 7 a.m. lectures. Having to ensure that you submit your assignments when you are meant to submit. Having to stand in front of the class or in front of the clinicals to give your clinical conference presentations. These attributes are things that you may not reason, you may not reckon with, but these are things that you should hold very firmly, and it will take you all the way of your life. Today, while you were students, you passed your exams individually, you wrote your test individually, but that individualism has ended today. Collectivism becomes the next watchword for everybody, every one of you. Try to put hands on deck, put hands together, and make sure that you make very successful. There are so many opportunities you can use. A lot of people have spoken here to say, don't always keep your shoulders on the possibility of the government work. If it comes, fine. But if it doesn't, don't be by it. There are so many things you can do. Let me give you a few. Apart from private practice, you can go into family, poultry, rabbitry, goat herding, whatever it is. You can do grooming services for pets. You can do dog breeding, you can do dog training, you can do animal boarding. There's a new field called animal boarding, where people who want to travel come to keep their animals in your house. You take care of them for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, as the case may be. And you make a lot of money with it. You can become an animal blogger. There are just so many things you can do here. But this is just within the field. Like I say, it's always very good to open your mind. There are so many things. Now, the question I will always ask is, are you interested or you are committed? There's a very big difference between being committed and being interested. If you are just interested, you may not take the move because you are going to look for excuses. Interest has to do with convenience. We are not looking for you to be convenient. We want you to put in the utmost best that you have. But if you are committed, whatever it is, however it is, you will get to the finish line if you are seriously serious about what you want to do. There is nothing that is new under the sun. There's nothing I would say here that's what you've not heard before. We're just trying to ensure that we resound it to your ears. Have you ever seen, I tell people, have you ever seen a dog fight before? You've seen a dog fight, I'm sure a lot of us have. And in many cases, you try to separate the fight. Sometimes the very small dog is the one that refuses to go. The very small dog continues to want to fight, even when you try to separate and the big dog is going. Do you know what that tells me? It tells me that the size of the dog in the fight is not important. What is important is the size of the fight in the dog. The question I ask you is, what is your zeal? What is your desire? How big is your desire to succeed? How big are you committed to ensuring that you get to the finish line? How big are you willing to continue the fight irrespective of the challenges that your environment gives you? Your environment will continue to give you those challenges. Trust me.
but you should never rest on your arms. This is how money is made through challenges. There are so many opportunities. As I speak to you today, Lagos State, for example, slaughter 6,000 cows every single day. Do you know how much that is? That's a lot of money. Last year alone, the broiler meat in Nigeria was estimated to be 240 billion naira. How much of that are you going to contribute in this year and in the coming year? How much are you going to contribute? Nigeria is grossly protein deficient. Our egg consumption per capita is just 2.5%. Just 2.5%, extremely poor. How are we going to ensure that we get better than it is? In ensuring that it gets better than it is, how much are you contributing? How much money is going to come into your pocket? While I was in Lagos Business School, there was an experiment, there was a calculation that was done on just pepper, onion, and tomatoes. And it was estimated that Lagos State alone consumed in a year 102 billion naira of just pepper, tomato, and onion. And majority of it comes from this place. When we took tomatoes out, and it was just onion and pepper, 52 whooping billion in a year. The question I ask you, that's why I say don't close your mind only to veterinary medicine. Open them. The question I ask you is, how much are you going to contribute to that? How much is going to come into your pocket? There are over 180 million birds in Nigeria. Heavy egg production. How much will come into your pockets? Don't listen and read statistics from people. Be a participant. Be a participant. That is how we make huge successes. Once upon a time in our company, I must tell you that we really suffered. But we had to burn our bridges. There was a time we had to come to office at 7 a.m. We close at 7 p.m., go home, take a shower, rest for 1 hour, get back to the office at 8 p.m. and stay in the office till 12 midnight. At those points, we help the boys in carrying feed on our head. We help them in pushing trolleys because we didn't have enough money to employ so much people, but the demand was there. And for the customers who pay, they do not want to hear whatever. They just need their feed. So we have to do all that. Then, funny enough, I just got married. And my wife began to think at the point that I was cheating because it wasn't possible to leave the office at 7 p.m. and by 9 p.m. I'm going back to the office. One night I told her, let's go to the office. We went. While I was in the factory, at 10:30, she sent me a text message. Sweetheart, let's go home. For my mind, I said, you never start. Why am I saying this? The fact is, you have to burn your bridges. You will sweat it out. You need to sweat it out. It is tough. It is difficult. But will you get to the finish line? The answer is yes. If you are willing to have the state power, you will get to the finish line. Today, you will be surprised that on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, between the Lokoja corridor, over 137 trailers of cattle move to the east and the west. 137 on a weekly basis. Cumulatively in a month, a total cost of 6.7 billion naira. This is money. I'm calling these figures for you to trigger something in your head. Trigger something. And contribute even if it's 1,000, 10,000, 20,000 into that cost. So at the end of the year, when they're taking the total statistics, you know that something is happening. We started our business and we're being very small, as difficult as it was. As I speak to you today, we run a turnover of over 6 billion every single month. It is not easy. It's been extremely challenging, but you will always get to the finish line if you are willing, if you are ready, and you are committed to ensuring you do that. I have just been reminded again that I do not have enough time. But maybe I should close with telling you one or two stories. There was this village that had a very old man who was a wise man. And the man's dedication and commitment was to always say things the way they were. He was called the man of wisdom. This man of wisdom
had always proved people right. Someday, a boy wanted to ensure that he messes the man up. And the boy took the bird in his hands and he said, "Man of wisdom, I want to tell me if this bird is dead or this bird is alive." The intention of the boy was very simple, to embarrass the old man. If he told him that the bird was dead, he will let go of the bird. But if he says the bird was alive, he will crush life out of the bird, just to ensure that he disgraces the old man. You know what happened, my friends? The old man kept quiet for a bit, and he said, "Little boy, the life of this bird is in your hands." My brothers, my friends, the life of you, the life of what you become, the life of whatever happens to you and how it happens, it's entirely in your hands. Use it the way you want to use it. But I promise you, and I promise you, once again, you are in the best profession you can ever be. You are in the best place you can ever be. And you are being produced by the best people you can ever imagine in your life. Thank you and congratulations. I'm sorry. Before I got on board, people were giving awards. So in line of awards too, on behalf of Hybrid, let me give a total of 50K to the best graduated student.
Thank you so much, Dr. Part of the thought-provoking presentation. Mr. Chairman, sir, members of the high table, I would like to invite a representative of the graduates for a good message. And because of time, we'll just take one. And so I'll be inviting Dr. Solomon over for a good message. Dr. Solomon over. So is he within the hall? Dr. Solomon Boa. Okay. I would like the representative of the newly inducted veterinary surgeon get ready with his response. And that will be done by Dr. Danfodiyo.
It's permitted to stand on it. Let me first of all start by thanking the university because we trusted our children. And now we see that there is a product, and we are happy to follow it. Because we provided good study environment. We gave them all the prerequisites that we're proud of. I say thank you. For the students or the graduates, they have done their things. We, the parents, we have done our things. This is the beginning of a real career. What you make of it, as leaders, we just have said, no man. To the parents who endured over these 6 years or more, I say on behalf of all parents, thank you for enduring and for seeing these words through this journey. And to the veterinary association, we are proud of what you have done. As only encouragement
doing more. The university will also consider this more by providing postgraduate opportunities for those who would like to continue in academics. They are not thinking in that direction. But thank you to the university, thank you to the university, thank you to the parents, and to the graduates. All is well. Thank you. Round of applause for him. That is Dr. Solomon, who are all veterinary doctors. Chairman, sir, permit me to invite a representative of the newly inducted veterinary surgeons in a short response. First, Dr. Abubakar Sadiq. Dr. Abubakar Sadiq applied.
Mr. Chairman, sir, permit me to stand on the already existing protocol. First of all, I would like to start by thanking the Almighty Allah for making this August occasion possible. I would also want to extend our thanks to all members of the high table who found within their busy schedule time to raise this occasion. I would also want to appreciate each and every person here present who within their busy schedule found time to be with us here. To the President of the Veterinary Council, I also want to send special thanks to the President, who is heavily represented by the acting registrar. Thank you very much, sir. I also want to extend special thanks to the chairman of the National Veterinary Medical Student Association, who is here with us. To our parents, our well-wishers who are here with us, we thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Abubakar Sadiq applied. May I call quickly the chairman, sir, with your permission, may I quickly Dr. Mikael out to make a presentation of a prize on behalf of Farm Alert. Now, for information, this program is being transmitted live Zoom and on YouTube, and it's posted of one of us, the executive officer of Farm Alert, Dr. Mikael. He has also sent me an award which will be presented by Dr. Mikael out in 1 minute, sir.
I am being requested by Farm Alliance, a very renowned livestock company. The idea behind this award is to give recognition to that member of the class that at every point in time may not necessarily be the best student, but that's the member that has the state power, that carries the leadership role in his or her own right, to take responsibility for the class and carries the class on his or her shoulder. I understand that the due check. I understand that when coming for this award, and the winner also
So now,
after going through the screening of nominees, the winner has emerged, and this award is called the Outlier Award, rewarding leadership and creativity, courtesy Farm Alert. It is my honor to present this check of 100,000 naira to Dr. Amina Umikamba. Dr. Amina Umikamba, where is she?
Dr. Amina Umikamba, or do I just take it and collect it?
very wrong guy for her to move.
All right, Mr. Chairman, sir, before I invite Vice Chancellor Usmanu Danfodio to get experience for his remarks, I just want to note that the best graduating student in from the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine has also been awarded the sum of 5,000 naira by Caliphate Veterinary Supplies and Services. So at the end of the program, please meet the chairman FDMA for your cash award. Please collect it before you go. Because I don't want to not collect it. All right, Mr. Chairman, sir, permit me to invite the representative of the Vice Chancellor, who is also the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics, Professor of Education Sociology, the person of Professor M.G. Mountain, for his remarks.
Highness, Veterinary Council of Nigeria, guest speaker, the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, head of departments, lecturers, veterinary, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, parents, guardians, and subject men. Ceremony of the veterinary graduates of veterinary medicine. It is my singular honor and privilege to welcome the Registrar of Veterinary Council of Nigeria and present. I am also very pleased that this significant event of our great country, Nigeria, the area of veterinary medicine, veterinary education is taking place at university and under the leadership of our amiable Vice Chancellor, Professor Lawrence Wilkins. It is indeed a great milestone in the history of Usmanu Danfodio University. I humbly congratulate all graduates for being found worthy of being inducted today into the veterinary profession. The university is proud to state categorically here that our aggressive staff development and program embarked by the Department of Medicine, area of staff training and development, and the production of qualified teachers and lecturers. Similarly, the university has provided new faculty building in the mental. This is very clear to all of us. The university has provided additional block of coaching and mental, also very clear and very clear. The ongoing reconstruction of veterinary the university has provided the needed support and facilities during the just completed education the Department of Veterinary Medicine. I would like to assure the registrar that the university will continue to support the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine goals and achievement of its goals. I understand our students have performed extremely well during the industrial training of various veterinary clinics and plants at 200, 300, 400, and 500 levels. The set of 20 graduates which stand it is my belief that
You have been so very good and went through the character and learning, and that you are possessing necessary commitment to continue. I will also use this opportunity to thank the Nigeria for the support and understanding of the Council in the training of our students. I congratulate this batch of our graduates and staff and students of medicine who continue with their good work and excel to bring out the name of the University as a center of excellence in research and veterinary science education in the country and the world at large. For to the parents and graduates, I say well done. I urge you to continue to encourage and guide your words to attain the best of their lives. I ask the graduates to continuously be mindful and be guided by the dictates of the code of conduct. Chairman of the occasion, please permit me to mention one or two quotations or statements that portrays the enormous place and significance of study of veterinary medicine. Well, the best doctors in the world are veterinarians. They can ask their patients what is the matter. They have just know. Veterinarians don't ask their patients, clients, what is wrong with you. They just understand what is wrong with the patient. So in view of this, very clear that veterinarians are best doctors. Number two, let us remember that animals are not just mere resources for human consumption. They are sentient beings in their own right who have evolved alongside us and co-inherited all the beauty and abundance of life. The first declaration was mentioned was translated by the Rogers, and the second one was mentioned by Jacob. I think I will end of them, but I will stop that and continue my. Finally, while wishing the graduates a successful life in the service of our dear fatherland, animals and humanity in general, I hope and pray that as you move further, you will keep in touch and give back to our environment. I wish you the best and thank you very much for listening. I remain blessed. A round of applause for the chief host and Vice Chancellor Usmanu Danfodio University Sokoto, ably represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics, Professor M.G. Mauta. So, Chairman, sir, permit me to say that the chief host was telling us so much about veterinary medicine because he has a veterinary doctor as one of his children. Mr. Chairman, sir, I would want to invite the Deputy Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, Usmanu Danfodio University, also my head of department, for a vote of thanks. And I'll call on Dr. Aliu Jibril for a vote of thanks. Sorry, sir. Professor Aliu for the vote of thanks and closing prayer.
Chairman of the occasion, Professor Usmanu Danfodio, Honorable Commissioner, Ministry for Animal Health, the Chief Host, Vice Chancellor, Professor Alex Davis, represented by the EPC Academy, Professor M.G. Mahuta, the host, my dean, Professor M.D. Sadu, the President of the Council, represented by Dr. Muhammad Akbar Kojapa, the Acting Registrar, Veterinary Council of Nigeria, Dr. Ezenwa Mwakunobi, the President, Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, Dr. C.O. Adetuberu. The guest speaker, Dr. Mikael Au, Chief Operating Officer, Hybrid Feeds, Kaduna. Members of the university management team, the deans and directors present here, heads of department, professors and lecturers, invited guests, parents, staff, and students, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Let me start by expressing our sincere gratitude to Almighty God for sparing our lives to witness this occasion. Permit me also to express our profound gratitude to the university management under the leadership of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Ellis Davis, for their untiring support in organizing today's occasion. I would also like to thank the chairman, Professor Eyu Jinebu, for agreeing and accepting to chair this occasion despite his tight schedule. We really appreciate, sir, and we know, sir, your heart is always with us here. Thank you very much, sir. I would also like to express our gratitude to the President, Veterinary Council of Nigeria, the Registrar, Veterinary Council of Nigeria, and also to the President, MVMA, for finding time to be here with us in Sokoto to swear in our graduates on this occasion. We say a very big thank you to you. We are grateful, sir. We will also offer our sincere gratitude to the invited guests for honoring our invitation. To the staff of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, on behalf of the Ceremonies Committee, we are grateful to you for giving us this opportunity to serve the faculty in this capacity. We are also grateful to the university community for their support and cooperation in all our activities. To the parents here present and those unavoidably absent, we say a big thank you to you for trusting us with your words and allowing your children to be here with us for this particular trip. We remain very grateful. To the well-wishers, we say a very big thank you to you for coming here to celebrate with your friends. To the graduates, we wish you God guidance in your future endeavors, and we also advise you to be God-fearing in whatever you do. We also wish to appreciate the media houses, the security personnel, and all other individuals that are here present with us today. We say a very big thank you. Thank you for honoring our invitation. Thank you, and God bless.
Chairman, sir, sorry, before we take the closing prayer, I was told that the recipient of the award is now in the hall, so I will come to you guys to call her name so I should take her award and then we take the closing prayer.
Dr. Amina Umi Garba, the winner of the Outlier Award, we're rewarding leadership and creativity, a token of 100,000 naira.
Thank you, Dr. Mikael Audu. We also say thank you to Malat and congratulations, Dr. Now, closing prayer, yes. Salu ala Nabi wa karim. Allahumma salli ala
Mr. Chairman, sir, we're taking the procession in fast order. So the national anthem will be given to us by the police band. The procession will be taken in reverse order. After the procession, we have photographs outside. So please, can I just advise or encourage the youngest veterinary doctors in Nigeria to please come together after the procession so that we can have a photograph. Because some of our guests will be moving to the airport from there. Take their departure. Policeman, please, national anthem.
All right, that's the end of the program. Thank you very much for viewing.